Hi everybody. Sorry, there was some network issue, so our live stopped working. But let me just brief you quickly. Today we're having a jewelry session. So Vinay from Sri Parvan Jewelers are going to join us, and he is going to talk about everything jewelry related. So if you guys have absolutely any jewelry related questions, you can ask them in right now, and I shall ask that to him. So, ladies, if you have any questions, please send them in. All right. Okay. Also, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are staying safe and not going too crazy in this lockdown. Okay. So if you guys have any jewelry related questions, you can ask them in right now. Also, we've put out a schedule on our Instagram for all the live sessions that are going to happen every day. So if you guys want to know what live session is happening every day, you guys can go check it out on our Instagram. Okay. Vinay is here. Hi, Muskan.
Yeah, hi
Hello.
everyone. How are you all doing? Hello
Hi,
everyone.
Vinay. Thank you so much for joining in. How are you doing?
Yeah, everything is good. And I am Vinay Gupta from Sri Paramani Jewels. I am
Yes.
so glad to here with Shadi Saga to connect with you all at this time. And I will
Yes.
be able to help you with the jewelry questions also, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this with us. We get a lot of jewelry related questions from brides, so I'm so happy to be doing this.
No, I think it's the one of the best time where we can utilize it with asking you
Yes.
whatever is required, and definitely I will try to give the
All
best
right.
of the answers. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Yeah.
So let's begin. One of the most asked question is that if a bride wants to wear her mother's jewelry, right?
Yes.
So is it a good idea to refurbish it and wear it?
I always feel it's one of the best ideas. You should always take the old heritage, create it in the
Yeah.
styles which you want to do
Yes.
it. We can help you out in that also. Like we do a lot of those designing to that. And definitely you should have your, I always take care of your old jewelry to be refurbished because the workmanship which we really had that time also, I'm talking about the old workers
Yes.
also, were doing so well work. And I think we are only trying to give the same style of workmanship in the modern styles today also.
Yes.
So a lot of brides come to me, and a lot of people come to me in a way to really refurbish their jewelry. Like I might be
Yes.
able to show you one piece which we did right now, very recent.
Yes, if you have some jewelry pieces, could you
Yeah,
please
so
show
by
us
chance
that?
I had some piece with me. I'm talking about this one of the old pieces. This was a tika. You can just see this.
Uh,
This is an
yeah.
old tika, and there were some side pieces of some pieces which were there. So we just converted this to a fine necklace, and it just looked the royalty and the style of the workmanship which is there right now.
Beautiful.
So
Yes.
this is that old style. Maybe any you may also have. And recently also I got a message from some of my clients just 2 days back. They had a necklace accordingly, and then they said when it's too big, we can divide it to two necklaces. And then
Right.
I said that we can make it into a patrihar, a choker, and something like that.
Right.
So it is always a very good idea. I mean, I will always vouch for it. I always say that don't just discard it. You will really, it will not be a locker jewelry.
Right.
You should try to wear that for sure.
Right. So are there any more pieces that you'd like to show us?
I mean, I can show a lot right now. I mean, if you
Please
talk
do.
about, I'm talking about this piece now.
Right.
Let me show you. This was what we used in Bajirao. So this is what actually Deepika wore. I got one of the few pieces which are in my personal collections because I've not sold it as per my sentiments. But this is a Hath Fool which Deepika wore. So we designed it actually. This was the old, the Hath ka jo bolte hain, Bajuband. This was again a pendant, and these were the three rings. So we created a piece, and Moe Rangde, she had this worn in that song, and she looked very nice. So
Yes.
one of the memories, yeah.
Yeah, the jewelry was absolutely beautiful in the movie. I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of girls and like people, brides to be, really want to try to copy that kind of jewelry for their wedding because it's
It
such a royal
created,
look.
yes, It created a trend in itself
Yes.
because I always take care of the barik work. here, if you see, it was more over towards the nice workmanship. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
quality of the workmanship, the heritage of what it was.
Yeah.
It was not very big styles, not very, not very heavily done, but still
Yeah.
everything looks so picture perfect. Even if you can just frame it and put it on a picture. I mean, you can take any scene of a movie and just
Right.
frame it and just
Right.
put it there. Yeah.
Also, another most asked question that we get is, can you help us differentiate between a Kundan and a Polki?
I'll
Because a
tell
lot
you,
of
this is
people are
one
so
of the
confused.
yes, this is one of the very, very big misconception in this country. I mean, Kundan is a style of work. Kundan, what is Kundan? Is the 24 karat work which is on top
Yeah.
of it. And there we can use diamond polki, we can use imitations, we can use Pukhraj, we can use a lot of stylings accordingly. So
Yes.
basically, all the work which we are doing is Kundan work, in which we create different style of stones.
Right.
We do that. So that's one of the basic question answer which I always try to explain. But yes, by talking about the diamond polki and a normal, you can definitely come across. If it's a diamond polki, the luster is much more better. It is a basic stone. Basic diamond is a rock, right?
Right.
And a glass will always remain. You know, there will be not be a substance. There will the refractive index of that glass and a diamond is definitely a lot of difference. So the moment
Right.
you have to look that piece a lot, the moment you will be able to do it, and it is very simple. But yes, थोड़ा बहुत देखते रहो. मतलब that's the point.
Huh.
You have to have that experience to see that part, and you have to go to the right jeweler also. In fact, when you don't have that knowledge, you should go to the right people. There are testers. There you can go to the institutes. They can get it tested for you. That is the diamond polki. So these are the basic ways where you can also personally judge and try to buy that piece. Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. We've got a question. Someone is asking that she has a long, skinny face.
Yeah.
So she wants to know what kind of mang tika she should wear for her bridal look.
100%. I will show you also, in fact, what we
Yeah.
did, because we had some of the pieces which are my very famous, and by chance, because I had few time myself here and I was in my house, so I had some pieces which I kept and for Baji Rao. So Deepika
Yeah.
also has not a very, it's not the very heavy face. So this is one of the tikas. Just see the look. We did this we made her wear this in one of the scenes. But just see
Yes.
the look and the quality. So it is not very heavy. I mean, it is,
Yes.
the size of the tika is not big. If you can see
Very
my,
delicate and small.
it's delicate and good. So that is the tika which I will recommend you. Maybe something
Yes.
like that. This tika will I'll recommend you with fine Puma rubies, and just see the piece in itself.
Right.
So these are the pieces, 100%, which will look fantastic on you, and definitely go for these things. Don't take very
Right.
heavy pieces. They have to look. Your face has to also look very beautiful.
Yes.
So that's important.
All right. Shalini Gupta is asking what kind of jewelry should she wear since she has a small neck. So she wants some jewelry option ideas for her Sangeet. So
Yes,
I think
100%.
probably
I will
layered
give you.
jewelry.
Yeah, I'll tell you layered jewelry. Definitely, you have
Yes.
just given you you're talking the way I talk. Just see
Yes.
this patri har. Just see
Yes.
this patri. So this patri har, if we talk about this piece, and you can just have some nice necklace.
Can you lift it a little more up?
Yeah. If you can just see, I mean, I'm so sorry,
Yes.
but just see this patri har, right?
Yeah.
And in between, you can just wear this necklace to girls as a choker, as a necklace. So, so these will look very beautiful. Again, they are not very heavy. My concept of jewelry is either you layer the jewelry of one necklace, two necklaces, or three necklaces together,
Yes.
but don't wear something which is very, very heavy accordingly. That is
Right.
always my advice. I always try to layer my pieces. Like one of the pieces which is very important here is this necklace. I'm just saying I layered this piece right now. Just see the concept.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
You know, I'm talking the choker here and just simple frills and something like this.
Yes.
So it's so beautiful. Even if it's, anyone can carry it. I mean, any age group, you will not get bored about it. Even after 10 years, you will want to have this possession.
Nah, it's an everlasting.
Yeah, it's all art forms. These are fine Colombian
Evergreen,
emeralds,
yes.
fine Burma rubies, diamond polkis, all the ruby settings, poppy flowers. Just see the setting of the stones. The stones have been cut accordingly. So I'm talking about art forms. You have to go for high quality art form jewelry. Just don't buy jewelry as top. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's my main work. Just don't buy jewelry which is very easily available. Take something which is art so that you enjoy that.
And something that is wearable and lasts
Yes,
long.
yes, and you want to possess it and you want to give it to this next generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nikita, if you have a long face, then as he mentioned, you should wear a small Mang tika, delicate, detailed Mang tika. That will look very beautiful and enhance your features as well. All right. Another question is that a lot of people have their engagement rings or their wedding rings. So, like, how can one clean that? Because a lot of people don't know how to clean it
I'll tell you
or
very
how they
easy.
should go about it.
Very easy. If it's a diamond ring, right?
Yes,
You can
diamond
just
ring.
actually I'm actually saying the same words. A diamond ring, just boil it in water with detergent. That's it.
Okay.
And then have the little brush. Don't be very rigid to it, and little usko clean kar do. It will shine very fine. But don't
Yeah.
do it with color stones. Don't do it with other pieces. It should be
Okay.
practically only particularly diamond jewelry, only diamond
Right.
stuff. That's it.
Right.
If it's a ruby or a stone, you can just put it in detergent, little warm, lukewarm detergent, and then wash it off, and that's good enough. Otherwise, then the second
Thank
point
you.
is really want to make it very. Yeah, tell me.
Yashika, again, we are just answered. If you have a small neck, you should go for layered jewelry pieces as it would
Yes.
elongate your neck. And definitely not opt for chokers because that will make your neck look
I
more.
will show you. I mean, these are some Byabber pieces.
Yeah.
Just see this neck.
Yes.
So this will look very good. Just see the
Yeah.
concept. So when it goes around your neck,
You can adjust it as
yes,
per, right?
yes. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, something like
Right.
this.
Right.
And some earrings.
Also-
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, these are the earrings.
Yes.
I'm talking about the quality and the standard. So this way you will be able to see what I'm saying with my hands,
Yeah.
the size and all. Yeah.
Yes. Also, if someone wants to wear their ancestral jewelry, so like, is it a good idea to like change a few things, maybe add pearls in them or something? What do you think about that?
Always. Yes, sometimes you have to be clear about if you're changing the pearls because sometimes the pearls are very expensive in a necklace. If it's an
Yes.
old piece.
Yes.
You have Basra pearls which are no more available. So certainly that knowledge has to be there that your client, you have to other pearls.
Not just pearls, like in general, in case if they want to like change their ancestral jewelry a little bit, what is your thought
You
on that?
should. I always what I do because ancestral jewelry was too much of frills, and they were
Yes.
having a lot of color stones which were down. They never used to look very good. So we do it
Yes.
little lighter. We do some biyas. We put some biyas on the down. I'll just show you one of the necklaces which is important. Was an old piece, right? This was an ancestral necklace. This is old Firoza. So
Yes.
what we have done is we have done these biyas. We have put these old styles of diamond polki biyas, and then we did little layering of pearls. So this makes it more delicate rather than that. Sometimes what happens is they're very high, heavy in the down.
Yes.
So that you don't enjoy that basically. So this is the exact way you should do your jewelry. I mean, I'm just giving you that advice. Just go for it, and it will look very beautiful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, around what time do you think brides should start with their jewelry shopping?
At least a year minimum.
A year. Okay.
Minimum 6 months or a year. 6 months is like because sometimes, and you should buy your clothes also. You should be very particular, but because previously the trend was very different. Previously, people were just they were buying jewelry, and then they were buying clothes. So the jewelry was always a possession. I mean, the parents had the jewelry in front of them, and then they used to do the clothes accordingly. But today the trend is totally different. Today you are buying the clothes first. You go to a designer, you take your clothes, you buy that, and then you come over and they say, look, this is my concept, and this is how my jewelry should be taken care of.
Right.
And then it takes time. It's not that satisfaction money cannot buy it. You have to see that piece. You have to love that piece. So that time takes a little toll on it. Like when I did Mrs. Ambani's wedding, she called me, I think 1.5 years back only, before her wedding, 1 year back in fact, and she said, Vinay, we are collecting jewelry. So we created a beautiful standard of whatever she was wearing. So it takes time accordingly. I'm talking about a huge project.
Definitely, yes.
Not just one thing you're buying.
And
it's
very rare that you look at one piece and fall in love with it. You have to multiple times try the piece, see if it matches your face. There's a lot of process that goes behind it, definitely.
I always say don't buy local jewelry. So that takes time when you're buying something nice. So 100% you should take some time to it. That's my
Also, what is that one piece that every girl should definitely have? Like an everlasting evergreen piece ki ye to hona hi chahiye.
Actually, I'll tell you one thing. Today the trends have changed. I always
Yeah.
will say Atika. Atika will look beautiful. Whenever you want to wear it, you just wear it. In any
Yes.
function, you should wear it. The most important part, which I always again say, are the Magar Choganis. Magar Choganis are long earrings, right? Just see this
Yes.
concept. So this is one pair. It should be light in weight. You can just tuck it around in any function, any part you can take around it. So
Yes.
this is, I always will go for this piece in particular. This should be a must-have piece in first of the cases, and then the other things should follow. So
Yes.
Magar Chogani's long earrings should be your things, and then you can definitely, in this also there is a chance, you can just do it changeable. So you can take this out, have the fittings, so that you can just wear
Yes. Actually, a lot of jewelry pieces are, you can, I mean, what do you say, convertible?
Yes, and that's important. You can just convert. You can just take out this down portion, take the
Yes.
studs, wear this accordingly, and just you can wear this also. So there, it's a nice style. So take this as a first important piece. Yeah.
Yes. Also, another question that we get is right now, because of this whole coronavirus situation, a lot of weddings are postponed, right? So, should brides invest in jewelry right now, like during the current situation? How should they go about it?
I'll exactly tell you, it's impossible for anyone to buy right now.
Yes.
The concept of even the metals, we are not even getting the buying metal where how we make
Right.
jewelry. So
Right.
everything is freezed right now. So ultimately, when the corona stops or whatever, there is a little leverage because it's going to take time. You should try to start investing in the pieces because ultimately it takes a lot of time for you to have the right pieces in front of you.
Yes.
Jewelry is not just one piece that you forget about it. It's how it will be possessed for your lifetime. You will
Right.
not want to part with it for your lifetime. So that's my important part. So it's something which it is like moreover taking time out and creating the nice vibes, the nice
Right.
look about it. So start doing it immediately. Whenever the lockdown finishes,
Ends. Yeah.
it is impossible for you to buy in a month. I mean, how can you just buy if you just want to just buy and just not enjoy it?
Huh.
That's okay. But
Right.
that knowledge has to be there. That style has to be there. According to, I think, as my experiences, this is it. Yeah.
Okay, Mitalvi is asking how to decide on the size of a nose ring for a wedding, for her wedding, probably. Or
Yes.
anything.
Yes. It's again, sometimes when you have, I should know the face structure, then I could have really definitely given you. Like
Yeah.
in a facial at a standard face, the nose, it should not be very big. This is the
What
highest.
about someone just previously asked for a small round face, the kind of nose ring she should
I mean,
wear?
I'll show you this piece. Like, I might look very awkward, but just see this look. Just see this look.
Right.
So this is the right nose ring, which will look very beautiful. So just
Yeah.
see this
Small
concept.
and delicate.
Yeah, small and delicate. Don't be too because nose ring should be not very showy. I'm talking about like another concept also, like older times. I'm talking about 150 years old. This is a 150 years
Right.
old nose ring. So this was the nose ring which was worn in that time.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Just see the
Yeah.
size.
I know.
So now it's no more. You can wear it as a pendant today. You can just wear it as something like that,
Yeah.
but not as a nose ring for sure. Small nose rings are always the best. I mean, I'm talking about systems and quality. Yeah, just see.
And very wearable, actually. You can wear
Wearable.
it anytime.
That's important. Yeah, don't wear too much.
Not restricted, yeah.
Yeah. You can wear a very fine long earrings, a necklace, and a tika. Nose ring should be a little smaller, according to me.
Yes. One second. Shalini was asking what kind of mang tika should she wear since she has a short forehead.
Again, I will say again the same words. If you have a small forehead, mang tikas like these will look the best, according to me.
A small, delicate
A
mang.
small necklace. But yes, certainly bigger also, little bigger, but not very big. I'm just saying, little
Yeah.
bigger. I mean, these are the
Yeah.
styles which you should think about. I mean, these
Right.
are actually
Yes.
these are the things. Don't take too big. Don't take too big things in manticas. Yeah.
Mitalvi is again asking what kind of jewelry do you suggest with a red bridal lehenga?
A red bridal lehenga.
Yes.
Actually, you can just go by old total polki styles. Just simple polki necklaces. I'll just show you one bridal necklace, which is going
Sure.
to look. It's a full polki necklace right now, and it's bridal, right? So just
Yes.
see the choker and the layering and all. So this is the look which I can talk about.
Oh, beautiful. It gives such
Inside
a
it looks
royal
beautiful.
looking look. Yes.
You know, it looks gorgeous, and just see the
Very
whole.
gorgeous.
You know, and just you can just wear this choker also. It's not important that you have to be too big. So just
Yes.
this choker is in itself a very fine piece. Or maybe one more piece which I will recommend you as a red also. You can just have the polkis and the reds together. So this will look beautiful.
Oh, yes.
I'm talking about the thought processes. I'm talking about
There's
the
a lot
processes.
one can wear with a red.
Yes, yes, and
It's a
sometimes
classic.
even red and I'll explain you one more thing. Red and green, the combination is beautiful. All the royalties were doing that. All the royalties.
Yes,
In fact,
yes.
they were not allowed to wear a sari of red and a red piece. So ultimately, a green set with a red lehenga will also look very beautiful. And
Yes.
the full polkis, it will really complement your pieces. Yeah, this
Right.
one also will look very beautiful.
Right. Someone is asking, is the rose cut diamond jewelry good in diamond jewelry?
Yes, it's very actually hypnotic and meditative. That's the right word. All the Nizam
Right.
jewelry was in rose cuts. All the old jewelry which was cut previously, all the Indian jewelry which was cut in Lucknow and Banaras, that was
Yes.
where the cuttings were done. So rose cuts were always the important. Let me see if I have something in rose cuts. But yes, I will just show you. In rose cuts, if I talk
Brides
about,
can also wear diamond with a red bridal lehenga actually.
you can just wear diamonds. I mean, I'm talking about polkis with little
Polkis look
sequins.
classic for sure.
Always,
Yes.
just see this look also. In the red lehenga, this will look so beautiful. How can it go wrong?
Right. Right.
It's a layered piece. These are two necklaces together.
Yes.
So these are the things which I will say go for them. The polkis are bigger because red is too stark. Red is very
Right.
strong. So ultimately the reds are here, but little reds. Small,
Right.
small reds, but it's total like a polki necklace. So this will look very beautiful. Sure.
Pranjal is asking, often it is said that Jadao is a waste of an investment. So what do you have to say about that?
It's the knowledge. It's the knowledge. If you are giving the guarantee of how much gold, how much involvement of the stones, it's actually buying even the plain gold jewelry will not have that valuation because in fact, Jadao jewelries when they're auctioned, I'm talking about the old jewelry when they're auctioned even
Right.
10 times the regular price. So if I talk about my firm as Paramani, we give 90% buyback in anything. We are not cutting labor. If you're even buying a metal part, you end up losing 20%, 25% on it. But in a Jadao necklace, if you buy from, in fact, our stores, we are 200 years old in this trade. So my
Yes.
establishment is 1789. So
Yes.
that guarantee is there. So we give 90% buyback. So ultimately, your money is not going anywhere. I mean, we are only confident also that we can resell it. So,
Right.
and these are art forms. They are never going to be melted, you know. When you're buying something which you are possessing it, in fact, it will be retained for generations to generations. So
Right.
ultimately, how can the value go down if it's a piece of no importance?
Definitely.
So that's very important for you to understand that you should buy things which are important. Karigari barik work. It has to have that intricate work. Just don't buy something just on easy availabilities. That's
Yes.
always my concern. So take things with good workmanship. Then you
Right.
will enjoy that. Jana.
I hope that answered your question, Pranjal. Okay, now to a really fun question. Since you worked with, worked in the film Bajirao Mastani for the jewelry,
Yes.
so how was that experience for you?
It is one of the
what was
most-
the process behind selecting jewelry or like the kind of jewelry they wanted? How was it?
It was so much of fun. Sometimes I used to get a hand of Deepika only. Okay, when I
Yeah.
create something nice of her, this is the kind of a style which we want. Sometimes we used to meet the cast, Deepika and Deepika for sure. A lot of time I used to go there and do that. But definitely, it is so mesmerizing, so mesmerizing. It is like every portion of the whole journey. I can really talk about it in a section also. I mean, it's so small to say in one word, but definitely I was given a scene 3 months back and then visualize that scene accordingly and say how the jewelry is going to look. A designer, Anju Modi, was doing the clothes. So I was
Right.
given the cloth concepts also. Like these are the clothes which Deepika is going to wear. So we used to create accordingly the designs of that piece. So,
Right.
and one of the best part is I've not even sold a single piece of Deepika wearing the jewelry. I've just kept it aside for me to remember as Bajirao jewelry. So ultimately, how what
So
is the
don't a
best
lot
part?
of brides to be or a lot of ladies in general come up to you and be like कि हमें वही वाला jewelry style चाहिए
हाँ
ऐसे
है ना,
बता
अब ये देखो, ये
दो.
बोलना दीपिका ने पहना था. Just see how it looked beautiful on her when she wore it. I mean, just
Yeah,
see the whole concept. It's very
yeah,
I'm not doing it very well, but just see
yeah.
the whole concept with the hairband and all. It looks so beautiful like this.
Yes, yes.
So so many things, so much memories. These were the most famous earrings when we made one. I designed that one pair of earring. I remember one part. It's a little elaborate, but I'll do very small. When I met Sanjay sir, so I made one pair of earrings. He loved it so much that Deepika he made her wear in this next scene the next day. He said, "Come to the sets," and she was wearing it, and the scenes were done. So it was this earrings. I'm talking about these earrings, right? Just see the workmanship. And then we did a long earring here. We did one more pair. No one had created that. So it looks so
Right.
beautiful with that earrings and the long earrings with the red
So
sari.
what, so what was your research project, research process like when you had to design jewelry for the movie? What kind of research were you going through?
I'll tell you, that is a very good question. Since I've been always dealing with antiques and inspired by the old heritage. Old
Right.
heritage is my forte. Anywhere in the world, any auction, anything, we have done some auctions also all over the.
Right.
I've done the auctions in Christie's also. My jewelry has gone there. So we have been doing all the heritage part. I've been doing my whole life has been revolved according to the art forms and the quality of the workmanship. So when this project was given to me, it was merely the enhancement, the second step forward to create something nice. So Sanjay sir already knew about it through word of mouth about my project, the work I was doing. So ultimately, it's word of mouth. Again, when you're talking to me, I'm talking the same words. I've not changed my subject. I've been doing it since last career. I mean, at the moment, and I just love it today also. So that's important part. So that is the way is that knowledge coming from the generations, the knowledge coming from our ancestors, the knowledge coming from the imperial heritage styles of making of the craftsmen, which we were doing, and then maintaining those kind of people. So that's how we already that homework little bit done. But yes, that's how I revolved around. And I was already doing Nizam jewelry. I was doing the Mughal jewelry, and Deepika was also like on those concepts and all. It was half little Hindu and Muslim styles together. So then you create it. I mean, you just like to do it. So it's I don't know how it gets it done, but we do it.
Well, you're a pro, so like of course.
I don't know, but it just comes in the mind and you just do it. Yeah,
definitely. Okay, we'll take up a question. The Gem Whisperer is asking what type of necklaces would be trending this wedding season post the lockdown?
100% not heavy jewelry for sure. Ever, ever. I will always say heavy jewelry is not in fashion ever. Because the moment you do heavy jewelry, you get bored about it. I'm talking about little heaviness to an extent of, I may have them basically, but why to show them? Big polkis and all are not in that, because ultimately those big polkis are not as clear polkis. When we talk about polkis, they have treatment inside. So that way we are doing it. After 4-5 years, they become so dull that you want to throw that away. So that's my experience. That's always. So take care of chokers which are cleaner and look in this way. Just see this look. This is a bridal set. Just simple styles.
Yes.
In earrings, it should be really
so basically like really wearable pieces that they can wear not only on their wedding day but also afterwards.
Always. Just see
and
this
it makes sense
red.
also to reuse.
Always. Don't just buy. I've never tried to sell anything which is too heavy, and that's always the concept which you should think about.
And you're right. I think these days minimal is so in.
Yes. No. It's important. Just see this concept and the quality of the workmanship.
Yeah.
You will enjoy to have this. It's so beautiful. These are all Basra pearls actually, with the diamond polkis, the quality.
Right. All right. So like, okay, how to store jewelry properly? That's also another.
That's very important also, because today what has happened is since the lockdown, 40 days of lockdown also, if we want to go to the shop also, we have to have some air. We have to give the jewelry some air. We have to take the jewelry out of our lockers, not for a long time. If you're keeping the jewelry, after 6 months you take out, it's very damp, There is some kind of a dampness to the jewelry.
Yes.
So that air has to be, you have to give the air to the jewelry. and always keep the jewelry in these kind of boxes. We have maintained these boxes. I'm giving you the practical experiences.
Yes.
These plastic boxes with some
All-
cotton inside. Just see the cotton inside.
Right.
So these are the ways you always keep the jewelry inside like this, and the jewelry never goes bad. I'm just talking about any jewelry, right?
Right.
So this is the way you should always keep any of the jewelry. And this is my practical experience over the years. So this is the only thing I've ascertained and decided for sure. In my stores, we
And
give
let
this.
it out for air every now and then, is it?
Yes, yes. And you should air it off. I mean, you should not just keep it for a long time. After 2 months, 1 month, at least take it out, just see the piece for 5 minutes and then keep it away.
Right.
That should be done.
Okay, I'm just going to look at some questions. Okay, someone's asking the price of that one set, but I don't know.
Okay, that necklace, I'm talking about the polki necklace.
No, I think the full set before that you showed.
Which one it has really
With the
showed?
layered necklace and the choker.
Just one moment. Am I talking about this?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's
So this is approximately 10 lakhs. The top part is 10 lakhs.
Right.
The down part is around 9 lakhs. But I
Right.
feel it's better to just do this. I mean, just this one necklace is also good enough. With earrings, I'm talking about. With diamond polki, the polki size is very big. If you can see the quality on the piece, it's big.
right.
And the qualities are very nice.
Okay. Someone's asking how to check the quality of polki.
Luster. You should see the luster. Always. It should not be deadish.
Sorry, it should not be.
Deadish. हम अपने हिंदी words में बोलते दूधक polki. Means not milky polki. It should not be a milky polki, basically. The luster has to be very good. Today,
Right.
what is happening is people are actually, it's a good question to ask, because people are putting that milky polki on the necklace, and the luster is only by the gold. They cut the gold in such a way that the gold
Right.
reflects, and the polki, are not able to see that polki.
Right.
The dull luster. So when you see the polki with a fine luster, that's what you should take about. थोड़ा सा concentrate करके ना, see that luster inside. Don't take a milky polki. That's the differentiation, and by time you will be also able to understand. It's not rocket science. Anyone can do it.
Okay, someone's also asking how can we test the diamond at home? I think what she means
How do
is
you
that
want to test a diamond? Like what do you want? If it's a diamond or not a diamond? That's what you're saying? That's the question. I'll explain that also. I can do that answer also.
Yeah,
If it's a diamond and not a diamond, there are diamond testers which are available today at a cost of 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. There is a pen as a diamond tester. You can buy that pen, and then it can show relatively if it's a diamond or
also
a diamond.
the quality of the diamond.
Quality, you have to, by experience, you have to take an eyeglass. You have to buy an eyeglass. And then you have to see by the
So is
sunlight.
it better to do it yourself, or should one go out and like get it done from a jeweler, say?
You should always get it done by a jeweler and see yourself. Also try to learn it. I'm just saying jewelry is not rocket science. It's very easy subject. It's
Right.
how you perceive it. The moment you talk to a jeweler who has little knowledge, ask him some questions the way you are asking me, and see by the loop and how you want to see by the loop, and then you will get the knowledge. So ultimately that knowledge will not go wasted, because then you have the confidence to buy better things. So that's important. So always buy and take, don't just restrict yourself. Only go to a jeweler. Be curious enough the way you are with me, and then talk about it. And personally, I also feel happy when anyone asks these questions, because the moment you have that knowledge makes you wiser. That's my way of, yeah.
Definitely. Sonia's asking, can one wear light choker with a double okay, she has a double chin, so can she wear a light choker?
Yes, choker, I'll tell you exactly. Very good question again. The choker is very straight. A choker is supposed to be straight here. But when we talk about, I've stopped selling chokers, and I sell a choker which is semi-curved. If you see all my chokers, when we talk about any choker which I have, let me talk about, let's say this white choker. Just see the curve here. It's not just a choker. It is not a necklace also, but it just curves here. So that is one technical point which people don't
That fits
know.
perfectly.
It's
Neck stretches.
perfect with any neck. I mean, a thin neck or a big neck or double chin neck or any neck which is little heavier, it will fit
Right.
to any neck. So this is
Right.
one of my good experiences and the way we did it. So ultimately, if you see, there is a little curvature. You can see this is little curvature on it.
Yes.
So that's how any choker we talk about, we do it. It's a choker, but it's a little curvature, if you see. That's important. So then it will fit very well. When it's straight, you get bored of it, you don't want to buy it. So when it fits well, you want to buy it. You
Yes.
look beautiful. That's the way.
Deepti is asking, what's more durable, uncut diamonds or kundan?
I'll tell you exactly, I always will say I don't promote Kundan myself because Kundan, again, the same word. Kundan is not Kundan, is the stones inside, which are imitations.
Right.
So why do you want to, when you're putting your money in gold, in precious things, the labor is there, involvement of labor is also there. Why do you just want to buy Kundan? Why do you want to just put your money in something? If you have an investment issue, take small things, but take with Polkis. Polki, the return by guarantee is much more higher, always. So I have always, in my own career, promoted Polki, and if anyone wants to, say, okay, when I want it in Kundan, maybe we make it for them. But definitely we have some stocks, but very less stocks in Kundan. So
Right.
if you ask me if I'm not doing it as a jeweler, so ultimately you have your answers. I mean, you should just go for the Polkis 100%. No Kundan.
Mansi is asking, what is Thapa jewelry?
Thappa jewelry. Thappa
Thapa
jewelry. Thappa jewelry. Thappa jewelry is something, again, with little gold in, less gold involved. When you talk about the Kundan work, Kundan is highly qualified work. When we talk about 24 karat of gold layered, small pieces, they embed it in the pieces and then do the cutting. It's very intricate work. So Thappa work is little lesser work. It is made by a Thappa. Thappa means a jali of the same pendant. There's a Thapoid, put the jali on the top of the pendant. The gold content and on that is lesser. And for sure, I'll show you one Thappa actually. I'll show you a Thappa jewelry. You will not be able to understand that, but this is that Thappa jewelry. Just see this.
Okay.
So I'm talking about just the pieces on the top. We just paste it. And in Kundan, we do every work intricately. The labor is much more higher in that concept of workmanship. But this is lesser work, lesser gold. So the price of this is very less. Like a necklace of this, if you understand, is not more than 1.5 lakhs. The full necklace with earrings is 1.5 lakhs. So Thappa jewelry is supposed to be relatively very lesser priced, basically.
Right.
That is the reason people love it and want to buy it.
Right.
So there is a...
Sorry, please continue.
Yeah, no, tell me.
Siddharth was asking, why does Polki jewelry turn black and how to bring back its luster?
That's what I said. Again, the same words. When we are not giving air to the piece. Exactly the same words. You have to give the air to your jewelry. Just don't keep it in locker for a very, very long time. I have jewelry kept for even 20 years and nothing happens to it. But certainly, certainly if there is a layering on the top, which is that blackish layer, you can actually rub it with a rubber also. It's just a layer on the top, but don't do it yourself. Take it to just give it, if you are in touch with me, I can just do it in 1 minute. Or just give it to a jeweler who knows about it and he can just rub it off and give it back to you. But the basic point is, it is the layer which is on the top, over the period when you are not using the jewelry for a long time, that layer comes on the top. So you just have to rub it off, and that, again, the 24 karat will come, because on the top it's all 24 karat. So nothing happens otherwise.
Deepika is asking, how long does it take to design one piece of jewelry, starting from the designing to implementing and the final finishing? So how long does the whole process?
2.5 to 3 months.
Okay.
Minimum. 2 months is minimum.
All right. Oh, someone's asking the price of the choker you showed last.
The price of the choker, am I talking about, it's very confusing because I show so many things. Is this choker?
Yes, this one. This was the last choker you showed.
Yeah, this is the choker I showed. It's all in polkis and all. It has the earrings, which are long earrings, and this is approximately 8.5 lakhs. With earrings, I'm talking about. These are the earrings which go with it. I'm so sorry, I'm not able to, yeah, these are the earrings. And the polki quality, if you see the luster, you see the luster. That's important. That's what you have to take care of. Just don't buy anything which is too milky. Milky is the word. Again, I'm saying. Take the right lusters. This choker can come 2 lakhs less when the luster is less. You know.
Right.
But I think I don't promote it because then I don't give if I'm not able to give you a buyback guarantee of 90%, what's the reason of selling a jewelry which is important and something like that? So I always, as my policy and my conscience, it has to have the right value to you. It has to go to yourself so that when even you are buying, you have that confidence that, okay, I bought from here, and then the generations want to buy jewelry. Otherwise, why will people buy jewelry? They can just today buy an imitation and just enjoy it. But if it's an art form, it has to have that valuation towards it. That valuation has to come by your eyes, not through me.
Yes. Okay. Nisha is asking, what is in trend for South Indian weddings? So, like jewelry trends.
The trend for South Indian weddings, again, ruby necklaces, choti we have done, belts are very much in vogue, and the bajuban. South Indian really wear a lot of jewelry. We have done so much. My jewelry, yes, my career also, I've done so much shows in Bangalore. I do, and everyone loves my jewelry things.
Right.
So definitely, and nowadays South Indians are really putting a lot of money in the modern styles, also in the North Indian style of jewelry. Secondly, gold jewelry of different styles can look very good. Just see this gold necklace with fine setup of corals and rubies of Burma. So this is exactly how it will look beautiful in your South Indian styles of pieces.
Yes.
This is your South Indian style of styling. It's a different style, but it's not just gold. It's high quality of workmanship. Right. And the highest work levels of intricate parrot work, embedded work, everything. Think about this. So this is the concept I will talk about. Just see the little close-up. Right. This is the way you should go there.
All right. We'll take up a last question. What is in trend for long necklaces?
Highly. I think in the last year, long necklaces have been more popular than everything, but everything in a way it's good. Sometimes you want to wear long ear necklaces, sometimes you want to wear a choker, but yes, long ear necklaces are 100% in trend. I'm just showing you again little modern styles of long necklaces and the choker and the necklace together. See this?
Oh my God, gorgeous.
You know? It looks so beautiful. So these are the things. I mean, long necklaces are much in trend, 100%. I designed this.
Those big cut, were those diamonds or were they?
All diamond polkis. You see, diamond polkis. And I want to show you one design piece which I did. These are approximately 150 to 200 years old pieces. It was a kalgi, the whole headpiece. And just see what I did.
Oh my God.
Just see the quality of the work. No one will have this piece. So long necklaces for sure are very much in vogue.
Especially you can layer them so well with a choker or big earring.
This is like pagal.
There's so much.
Just see the concept and the piece. You will never want to part with it for your lifetime. In fact, if I sell it, I also say, oh, I sold it.
Someone's asking the price for this.
Oh, okay. Hold on. These are antique pieces. These are all fine Burmas, fine Kalgi and everything. And the price is approximately 8.5 lakhs. This is for 8.5 lakhs. And these are all old Mughal holidays. Just see this concept. It's a little knowledgeable. Just see the bird setting and all rose cut diamonds with the old Mughal piece together with the Burma. See the workmanship. That's important for you to understand this.
Yes.
That's what I'm always saying. Take good pieces with high work. Just don't take a jewelry just for the sake of it. You will not want to part with it for your lifetime. I mean, it's a piece to have. And if you wear it anywhere, I mean, it's a pride in itself. No one has a second piece in the world. So that's a statement in itself. Take something which is unique. So that's what I'm always taking care of. I mean, that's my little expertise.
Also, that polki set that you showed us with the earrings, was the price inclusive of the earrings?
Yes. The price are inclusive with the earrings.
All right. What will be the इससे पहले जो आपने South Indian brides के लिए necklace दिखाया था long वाला, someone's asking the price for that.
जो gold का मैंने बताया था आपको, ये वाला. है ना? Around 12 lakhs because of weight and all, with the earrings and all, it will be approximately 12 lakhs. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Gold is too expensive today.
Yes. Okay. I end with a final question. So, if people are traveling, how should they store their jewelry while traveling?
Same question, same asked. Take it in these boxes. These are the best boxes. They are all available today. These boxes are available in the market.
Are these boxes called something?
Just normal jewelry boxes. You can.
And they come with the cotton padding, right?
Yes, just see the paddings. It's a pad on the top. Just thing. So in a travel, nothing will happen. There are small boxes to it. You are saying they are too big, so they are small boxes according to the little thicker boxes, so that you can put the jewelry accordingly. So definitely there are different size and shapes. I've just showed you one style so that it's good for you to see that piece, and then you can. It's very easily available. I mean, or you can.
Right.
I'm here available. You can talk to me. I can give you for sure.
Right. All right, Vinay. Thank you so much for joining in today. It was lovely having you here with us.
No, it's such a pleasure. Like this COVID thing has given me that opportunity to actually talk and have a little discussion.
Yes.
Otherwise, these things were never happening. So I'm also enjoying it in a way. I'm enjoying the company. I'm enjoying the questions. And actually, knowledge makes, again, I say knowledge makes you wiser. The more knowledge you have, that confidence inculcates in you, and then you are having that confidence to buy better things. So the more, and talk about always good jewelry. Don't just buy a jewelry just like that. Talk about the stones involved, the polkis involved, the workmanship involved. It's not just one case of gold and just a gold piece.
Right.
Jarrao jewelry always has to have the workmanship. That's important.
Definitely. Thank you so much. It was so lovely. You have given such good knowledge of jewelry. I'm sure it's helped a lot of people out there.
It's my passion. It's my
passion. I think tonight I'm going to only dream about all these lovely jewelries that you've showed today. So thank you so much for joining in.
And thank you, Shadi Saga. 100%, 100% fantastic show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Alright guys, so that was for today's jewelry session. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was really fun and so mesmerizing to see this gorgeous collection of jewelry that he had. In case you guys have any questions, you can send them in our DM and we will answer it. Also, we have put out a schedule on our Instagram. There are live sessions happening every day of the week. So in case you want to know which sessions happening on which day, please head to our Instagram and have a look and join us, tune us in every day. All our live sessions happen at 6 p.m. every day. So, and there are different live sessions every day. So it's really fun for all of you. I hope you guys are enjoying all of this. Please take care. Also, this live will be saved. So in case you missed anything that we spoke about, do not worry. It will be saved on our stories. I'm so sorry I couldn't ask your question. You can probably DM him and DM them and they will answer your question. I'm sorry about that. But this live video will be saved, so you guys can go check it out on our stories. And we also have a YouTube channel where we're uploading all our live videos. It's by the name Shadi Saga. So you guys can head to our YouTube channel as well and check out all the videos there. Thank you so much. Anuja, you can DM us and we'll answer your question. You can DM us and we'll definitely answer your question. Okay, thank you so much, guys. See you.